TV. Oh yeah. When I let we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we gon' make salute. And it's how were you there? Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Talking Points platform, TPP TV. Oh, yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we gon' make salute. And it's how will you there? It no matter. Sky will you be? It no matter. Anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we putting up strong.
Yes, family, welcome back to yet another very important program where they come through the Talking Points platform. Today, the 25th of July, 2020, and my name now Mohammed Kagu. And we get an exclusive interview with one of the most seasoned politicians at the country from the All People's Congress, when Honorable Coleson Turay. But what we talk here today, now something we're very, very important, where we tie to how politics go work for development. But if not the first time this for joining this platform, we want for welcome you here. And just for making very clear to you, say this now a platform where we design for all Sierra Leoneans and all meaningful Sierra Leoneans where wish well for the country. Whether you be SLPP, APC, NGC, C4C, this is not the place where a lot of people don't rely on for get credible, unbiased, and transparent and truthful factual information. So, but we want to tell we viewers and plenty thank you because then believe we and we self want live up to the expectation. So the gentleman who we interview today now more an household name, now a very strong political figure in Sierra Leone as well as in party where now APC. If you look at in profile, you don't know say these are the type of people where are really very, very strong in any political party. Now, one-time deputy ambassador to the United States of America, and again, now a member of parliament, now constituency 104, and again, now one-time assistant national publicity secretary. So we want to use this opportunity for welcome Honorable Alimamy Coleson Turay to TPP TV, and you can say hi to family that will listen to you across the world. Honorable sir.
Me family nakabo. I tell you plenty thank you when I be listening to this program. Me I be the former honorable for constituency 98. And I will tell you, I say, all written and undescribed, not true, but as we go, we will know some of these facts and we will get them very clear about it. Tell you, thank you, now all the viewers all over the world. And for the TPP, the opportunity will give me for lab, bring count some of the issues and political issues within this country. I tell you, plenty thank you, mi fambulem unakabo.
All right. Thank you again, Honorable, for joining at the platform. The first question where they go to you, sir. As we mentioned earlier, I say let politics work for development. But before politics work for development, the first thing for us, we believe say again for start from the political party itself. Because when we talk about democracy, you talk about the political party there. Now, they represent the All People's Congress. Now, we want to understand what do you feel are the reforms where you want to say yes, you party go do for make the politics of the country work for the development of every Sierra Leonean?
I would say thank you for the opportunity. And the topic itself, let politics work for development in Sierra Leone. I think it's very, very important. The first thing we get for know what politics mean. Politics itself, now in activities where the there towards governance. And the development itself, we always believe, say, media tell us, say development is about people, for people, and by people. And development now for raise the standard of living of all Sierra Leoneans. And for lead development in a country, a political party now in the march, mostly within Sierra Leone, you look, we get so many political parties them. New one them, they already come up, but we mostly know say now two traditional political parties them within this country. And mostly we know say these political parties them, then divide sometimes by region or so many ways, of which some of us try for shift from that, like mostly with political ideology, like based on issues, not on this regionalism or sectionalism or tribalism. We try to pull that into the picture because now some of us join the APC party because we don't look all these years where APC don't rule the country. We don't see the role they way they don't do. Based on, because governments and the work, it gets role the way it's supposed to do. One of them now for create security or for looking to the defense of that country, for create peace within that country. And within the term where, they say within the previous past 10 years, we find out say Sierra Leone have been one of the most peaceful country now in sub-region and now in the world as a whole, where the whole world knows say yes, Sierra Leone been very, very peaceful. Even though we've been able through the 11 years war, but at the end of the day, what happened, Sierra Leone, because of a nation where resilient, a nation where powerful, a nation where people they so get courage, they get hope, and they believe in God. And this nation, even after the 11 years war, what happened? We come back, we say we are all Sierra Leoneans, irrespective of our differences, now we come together. After they post in war, you find out say Sierra Leone, starting from Chiyankaba, putting some of the structures in place, come again when Asst by Koroma take over and make sure say most of the good structures there and maintain them because government na continuously, not to say not to stagnant where you come in there just scrap everything. You therefore continue waiting the first person in on the way good, you maintain them. But when we self come again, you find out say because we want peace in the country, when we President Dr. Asst by Koroma take over governance, at that time, what happened? What do? Most of the ministers and where it meets now their ministries and they. Some of them did it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, until they make sure say there is a complete handing over. And not only that, make sure say all the ministers them, remember the MDS them, all the government operatives them, they all get paid. And then pay them all the servants pay, then give them, and then make sure, because one thing which will be focused on when we take over governance, now for peace, for Lord Sierra Leone develop. And the second area again, you find out say government exists for infrastructural development. You find out say when we come in, we launch in the agenda for change. That agenda for change, now change the country, and you get the APC, the attitudinal change program. Because in development, it starts again from the individual. When you change your mind to your goodness from inside, the outside, the reflector. So we believe, say, by changing the attitude of Sierra Leoneans, the way we think, we will get Sierra Leone for be a better place. We come up with an infrastructural program. Where in that infrastructural program, coming from a post-war situation, that infrastructural program help for law begin structure, change the face of Sierra Leone, and make Sierra Leone a beautiful place, and make Sierra Leone so attractive for tourists and other people them for coming to the country. And also it makes Sierra Leone very attractive also in the terms of economic development, because economic development is another role where a government is supposed to do. Make sure say you create a leveling playing field for each and every Sierra Leoneans in Sierra Leone and the one from diaspora, for let them come in, let them invest into the economy. And we find out that during that 11 years, we see the difference with the happen inside this country. You see investors and the flow within the country. investors and they come up from different sides of the world. You find out say Sierra Leone within that time become one of the second fastest growing economy in the world. And within that happen, even though with all this in the trajectory, you know, so say Sierra Leone is one of the countries where they grow very fast within a very short time. And because of that, you find out say we begin put systems in place for make sure say this benefit will come and will change the living standard of every Sierra Leonean and will make Sierra Leone a better place for everybody live. When we launch the agenda for change, we get different platforms that we look into. And you find out, say, during that time, we launched the healthcare sector. We are in where the free medical care for the picking away on the 5 and for lactative mothers. We launch one day and make sure, say, we flow the medical field with so many equipment because we look at all the sectors. One of them we're not training. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry for interrupt you. I want to take a step by step. These are some of the things we don't do when I be there in a par. Now the question is, for let we people understand well, we want how politics go work for the people, and we say we start from the party itself. So you talk about reforms. So what you want, what if you say you go do now your party, or what your party go do for reform on our party for make sure say all of the things where I like to all that kind of power, let we assume say una kind of power 2023 or whatever dates, una go deliver more. The politics go work for the people. That's not the main to one. No. So what you feel on our party for do?
Waiting at the try for do presently, at the try for build a platform. They say married with the streets. Now the bachelors, if you didn't know. And any way you do, if you don't know the past, you really know what determine the future. We are dealing with a situation where I want to build a platform for let people then know, say, we are to talk about a responsible government, a responsible party, a party where they develop this nation. What thing government will do for develop, like come to the basics when at the ABC. We know, say, for instance, for let governments operate effectively, you get to look into one, the political side of it, the activities that will come. Who are the players that were involved in this game? You talk one, the political parties were involved, which means the APC, SLPP, and all the other political parties that were involved in this thing. And then secondly, you look at the 3 arms of government, the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. And I will tell you, so when them people in the legislative arm of government, you allow them to operate freely, they able to access so many things and they get their level of freedom. In the final state developing democracy, they progress in that nation. You allow the executive too, they not say they role now for implement. Waiting on communal parliament. When that happen, you did not say yes, something you want for happen. Of course, the judiciary, you cannot make laws in parliament where you not get a body where you will become free and fair, provide a platform where every Sierra Leonean will get it right and they will treat them very well. And looking at it, for some of us, let me take you fast forward to the future, because there are things that you look at. Yes. But me always believe, say, before build a foundation, before I go under, you cannot build a house where you not get a substructure and a superstructure. That I don't take it from the substructure, I take it from the superstructure. One thing, like one statement was say, married on the street at the bachelor seat. It's very easy. We now can sit down, we find out, say, one, we party, APC party, during this time where we lost, we want for no way to make we lost. And because we did not do almost most of the things where people in the actual, but wait to make we lost. Because a political party, they exist for one reason, for win election. If they cannot win election, then there's trouble. There's something wrong with it. Your goal always, your strategic goal is to win election. And APC are the most popular populated party in this country. Wait to make we lost. We party decide for put up a 9-man committee. This 9-man committee look into all the problems that will happen at the country. Look into one, like some of the things that will come up. What to make when they fire, they fire the vice president. And Kamaremba, again, when I've been very active in party posting, we've been there in the diaspora, when come, then decide not for renew a membership for let and continue. will lead for them go from a different party. And also, Chief Tam Sumana also, the same thing happened to Ram. Because of that same reason, it go from C4C. We the party final say, this and so many other reasons, because of complacency again, we don't believe, say, we are already there. Anything we do, it will be good for we. Because of the reasons in the day, and so many other reasons, where the white paper come out from the 9-man committee, where they state, because of the reason in the party now they go in high gear. You find out, say, about a few months ago, we supposed to go into local for go endorse or approve a new constitution. And if a privilege for see that constitution, you see reformation, restructuring, reorganization of the party. And because of that reason, but that not be happen because one thing we'll believe, we young brothers them, then take the party to court, say something, then they infringe on some things them. But we still believe in it. Because of that reason, they then get for stop the convention. We not say that they're against, but the party honor, as a law-abiding party, we honor waiting the court say, we stop the convention, we come back and try for look into waiting the NRM, they try for say, because now they're constitutional rights, even minus being part of the party, it is their constitutional right for question anything, because a political party does not belong only to the members. The political party is a government outfit because that party is registered with PPRC, and also that party serves the whole nation. Because of that reason, we come to a point saying now we need reformation in the party. We need for change some things, and we need to take this party to the 21st century. And I will tell you, say one way affect me greatly. There was an issue concerning the aspirants, where they say the Tusim's issue. And because we not take the time for looking to that in depth, now most of we diaspora brothers and sisters then disenfranchised. They don't know what thing to go on. But I will tell you, say, this group where they come up, when some of us, we don't look into all these things. We want to create that reformation within the party. We want to create a party wherein, to your goodness, everybody will get rights for be part of that party structure for the day. APC is not a club. APC is an institution will belong to everybody, will belong to each and every one of us. Just like you within a diaspora. What thing we go do in the future? I will tell you, say the APC when you go 2023 is a different APC. It's an APC will prepare for going into governance. Because whatever we do, therefore be reflective of what the future will be. Because of that reason, we tell you say, you just begin to see just the beginning of so many things. Because now we, the young people within the party, because it's going to be in youth empowerment, gender empowerment, and in disabled empowerment for and empower the disabled, and for the underprivileged to empower them. Because APC, the party as a whole, is the party for the grassroots. The party not to elitist party, not to the bookman and go form them. Now the poor mammy they within a market where they are and they form this party. So we have to take this party back to our people. Let we people and take ownership of the party. When that happens, you find out say 2023, we are prepared because there's unity, there's togetherness in the party. And there's another issue I want to bring to you. One thing will happen. I was one. Oh, yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yes, you're talking about this reform because we still care about how the politics na salon for work for the ordinary person. Like what you mentioned, say this party was created for the ordinary person and the ordinary people that they make them. But then they accuse a lot of people. They accuse una party the APC say una they attract una party na northerner and una they do less effort for attract southeasterners and how the politics go work for all Sierra Leonean. Now that's the main to understand. So what you take on this blame where they blame una all the time, say na so una party they operate?
Well, I think say na misrepresentation. The facts not reflect what is the talk. The facts you look with cabinet what we get the last time. In the final say it's very representational of all people around the country. And then the can being called laundry list of this person, this person, this person. But I will tell you, say, call every district in this country, then we get a representative inside with cabinet. Call any tribe within this country, then we get a representative within we cabinet. Call anything where you think about, even you look at the youths, then we get a very strong representative in this government. You look at women, then we get a very strong representation in this government. But waiting at the trial for talk, how this thing will work for people, when are that with the trial for talk? Waiting me the trial for say a political party, way open, way very democratic, way the practice democracy, when not the become itself very open itself, allow people to come in, people then for contribute, people then for represent. Then when that's happened, that's the reflected, they become a dominant effect when you go to with people them. When they say don't say yes, then get voice to the party. This is the reason why some of us are running. And I will tell you this, for me, when I read my history, I find out I don't run for become deputy leader of the party, and I was one of the 28 people then who run for become the flag bearer of the party. But we were lucky get them. But I will tell you this, the only way that's going to happen now for let them provide a level playing field. Let's take, for instance, there's a clause in our constitution. We'll talk about selection and election. And that clause again affects the common man then at the ground. Because if we do selection, it is like a club, where in few people in the come together, of which me are a victim of that. I go on 2-3 conventions. They don't give me the opportunity for let them vote. Instead, they go announce names and say they don't select. They don't select these people. When we forget a chance for that get me due. The first time I go convention, when they say election, and I will tell you, say I won, and I was so victorious. How this thing will work? We therefore make sure, say, we provide election inside we platform, wherein each and every Sierra Leonean who want for join the APC party, whether not the APC party, will make sure, say, yes, in no say when Canada party, and get rights based on what in the constitution say. Say, as long as you're a paid up member of the party, you get right for one for every position within the party, irrespective of who side be. Now that makes some of we now a lot discipline. I'm running for the chairman and leadership of the party because I know say I get the experience. And because of that, now that make really push it, let there be an election. If I win, I know say yes. Now the majority of people don't make a win. If I lost, I know the people they don't turn me down. Not small individuals, when they sit on a room or sit on a pala, then decide say this night for B, this night for D. This when we do them, we make election come into we process. Then the poor people, then go be part of them doing the thing. Then you come into governance. Governance, when you talk about, for instance, economic development itself, when you provide a platform, an equal platform for every Sierra Leone for bid in using the bidding process so we get, when they put the contract them out, every Sierra Leone get the opportunity for bid equally, irrespective of the region, in tribe where you come out, you get the opportunity. Then you find out that you create a platform wherein every Sierra Leonean can become wealthy. And let me just say, for instance, the civil service, the job is something we happen within this country. Are we the politician? Because within the apple so presently, it's not done by other people. It's done by either one of the political parties, the APC will be in the power or the SLPP. So when I talk at national level, I'm not blaming one or the calling this. When the SLPP come, most people were, yes, they send a public officers, but some of them went through the Public Service Commission. They qualify, they go through the interview. Most of them lost their job. For what reason? Then we, as politicians, for make a level playing field, wherein every Sierra Leoneans get a right for get a job. And irrespective of your tribe, your region, you're supposed to work. Because if you pull me when a limbaman, now the process, in my west na shabro, what did you do? You did think send me the suffer. But sometimes the soul word in the get or other thing where they send to me in modern order in Bralo, they're not going to get again. The dominant effect to go. But you think send me you destroy. No, not to me. You did destroy the whole system because Sierra Leone becomes so intertwined in such a way that nobody no go answer for talk say in just one tribe. Then people in the Oba, I would say 50 to 60% of the population, intermarriages don't come. We don't so mix, we don't so intertwine. We are in tribalism, not get much again for play. All of this tribalism where they happen within this country, now politics, and this is key. And I want to clear this point. Now we, the politicians, and they create tribalism within the country. How we going to make politics work for development? Now for love, find a way for cancel this word of tribalism, sectionalism. I will tell you one thing where you go surprise. Sierra Leoneans are not tribalistic. Let me make them very clear. Look at all the leaders that will not lead Sierra Leone. Look them. Let me tell you, take for instance APC. Or let's go first from the SLPP. Sir Milton Magai, now Ustribe, now Chabro, Sir Albert Magai, now Sabro, and they are not majority. Even the president of Sierra Leone, now Chabro, not a Mendeman. So in reality for them, they go according to tribalism. If then the votes now pure Mendeman them for being vote for. Now we take that. Now we go na APC. In Cheka Steven na Limbaman, and you take Momo self again at the same thing. You take Ernest Baikuman and Limbaman, but we are the small tribes and within the country. So the people they not look say because we na majority tribe, not vote for you. No, they vote for the small tribe within the country. Let's take it another way. Religious wise, Sierra Leone, when you take the religious, this is very sensitive.
Honorable, I just interrupt a bit because there are clips where a lot of people that don't listen, also don't listen, where Ernest Koma claim for be a team, and you just come on the ear saying that Limbaman. What are we for take?
Google them. Google, I'm gonna Google them. Okay. You will get the facts.
Okay, people
don't get need to then get the wrong statement and then ask and do another statement. Ask for a registration where you can APC party, whose tribe will claim. Then you go know, then we'll provide them documents and they. He's a Limbaman. I believe, but me I know Fambu, me na Limba, me na Turay, he's in Nakuma, me different. But I literally say, waiting at the tribe for claim, not to tribalism. I want to show you how Sierra Leoneans are not tribalistic. Because, for instance, take religion-wise, the Islamic religion are the highest, now the most populated religion within Sierra Leone. But most of the time, look the amount of Christians where they don't vote for. Lot of Christians, if you can count, out of all the lists where there's sometimes 2 or 3 Muslims they don't vote for. If this country be tribalistic, it will be religious in focus. We're not forbidden go for this thing, we're forbidden go this way. But would that create this tribalism? It's really politicians. Okay. When we take tribalism out of the political jargons, we will stop for use them, for get to political gains, then politics will work for development. Okay. When we take tribalism out, politics will work for development. And when there's equal opportunity for all Sierra Leoneans, politics to work for development. When there's security in this nation, wherein people then they go out, then go free, then they go to a club, then they go in entertainment, then they make sure say yes, government provide that necessary security, not a police state. Then government in the work, politics the work for development. When political parties then also get to the point where they know say then political party not a club, an institution, then politics is working for development.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, so in reality, this is my platform. I've been thinking I want to say something. But yes. Yes, sir.
We want to come to the next question, very important. Because we're not going to ask again, because you already express your intention, because we are asked what you plan for the party, and it just make a known to the people and say your intention now go for the chairmanship. Am I right?
Yes, but
chairmanship.
Yeah, but I need to explain more. I need to explain more.
Okay,
make it clear. I need for yes, sir. I need to explain more.
What are the relationship between you and the current chairman?
Yes, well, let go back to that first question. Let me make it clear. I will answer the relationship again. It's my boss.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, the current chairman is my boss. It's my president. And to be very sincere, it's my political father. Not by blood or whatever, and I choose and say, I'm a political father, because most of what they do, they look and I like them, and most of what in the advice, they always follow them. But let me make something clear. Waiting make way I come out for long, all man let the whole world here, not for challenge anybody, and then they come in for challenge the current president or the current chairman and leader. No, that's not my goal. My goal is this: from the day you elect somebody, from the day they elect Madam Bio as president, APC self and other political party them, they don't begin campaign for fill that office. So from the day he was elected, somebody will want for fill that position day, for begin campaign for that office day, for let him begin show himself out. So if you see this, and I will make them very clear, not to me, Komon-Tok say, I want for Karon, I want for be chairman. And I will tell you, say, now people, the elders within the communities, youths, in women, now they're all, and as I tell you today, I don't hold series of meeting this morning before I began at this interview. Before I wake up this morning, I don't host about 4 or 5 groups them where they don't come to me. The same thing, and then they tell me, say, you have to go. Like, for instance, one of the group come out now, East India. They say, they are big, you got to go because you almost become a savior. Because one thing, from where this government belong in day, we not see nobody will come on Eastern Naya, will become chairman and leader of the party, will lead this country self. And we, the East Diana, we get the largest constituency system, about 19 constituency system. Why not we not able to get representation? Even within the party, at the regional level, most of the time, the 2 conventions that will go, all the offices them, now the West, now they go. We now the East not able to get them. So they can say, then they support me and they will support me because one, I'm from the East, and they let me message, and then think say I qualify and get the experience for body. And these people will come meet me again. They don't look all my records within the party for the past 10, 15 years. They find out say, me na a true blue-blooded APCN, which means I don't ever join no other political party, and I'm not kind of APC because I want power, I want this. No. I was born at APC, I grew up in APC, so my interest for lead APC, now because I love the party, but I get you want clear something. Some people go to talk, say, Honorable, why do you want to be chairman and leader? You're not too young, but I will tell you, say, the day when they elect me, I will be the oldest person when they occupy that seat. Because of one fact, go you Google and find out, and as Bakuroma become leader and chairman of the party at the age of 50, so I'm going to say 52. He was young. In Momo, President Momo, chairman and leader of the party at the age of 48. He was young. Sheikh Stephen Wayne at the person who they look up to, become chairman and leader of the party at the age of 20 and 57. And I'm now 59 years of age. Within a few months, I'll be 60. You're talking to somebody who matured. And you look, most of them, they were not politically active. Like Ernest Bakuroma, now be a businessman with president, now be a businessman. He come into this, they appoint as chairman. But me, don't serve within the party executive as assistant national publicity officer of the party. And people know me. And now they come. Yes, sir.
You don't mention this twice with president. We go find for let we understand, say, it will be ex-president or former president. So let people not misunderstand. Would they on here? You don't.
Oh yes, sorry about that. Sorry, yes. Sorry for the thing. I always consider him for being my president and my political father. Yeah, so when I talk, I always refer to him. But sorry, the President Madabio is our present president. Sure. The former president, President Ernest Bakuroma, now I refer to. When I talk about the current president, I'll be so specific and say him. But when you look at this, and when you take my experience, I am the first person when they enter that office day, we serve at national level, work within the party hierarchy, and serve the party. Most of the other people them, now straight now as a chairman and leader, from Sheikh Stevens, now chairman and leader, and as Bakuroma, chairman and leader, and not serve within the party at the lower ranking, not serve. Most of them, but this is the first time APC is getting somebody who don't come, we don't serve at the party. And another advantage we get, me don't spend most of the time at the diaspora, and they don't hurt the diaspora say so hard. It's just a way. Now you have somebody who don't can stay here for the past 15 good years. If you see I travel out of my country, not for go visit my family, but 95% of the time I'm in Freetown and I've made a move. Now I am home base again. After when they don't accuse me, say, this is diaspora versus home base. Now you cannot say it because now I'm home base. So you're talking about somebody who get that experience of home base and also diaspora connection. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Another very important question where I want to help clarify to people as a party, what's in our own contribution in the fight against COVID? Because we know say this is a national issue. What's in our own contribution as a party, the APC?
Okay, I will tell you, say, all the members of parliament, they're very involved with the constituencies, provide the max in food for the constituencies, provide everything so they need, most of them, then provide them for their constituencies, all the members of parliament. And then secondly, again, myself was on our way now individual. I not get much, but what's happen, I go to my district today, and also at the party national office, and give a small thing where I get for my own contribution for complement the efforts of government, when at the present government for complement them, for help to party people, and so that they will go out and work and make sure, say yes, they work with all Sierra Leoneans, irrespective of anything. So the party at all levels always involved. And if you find out safe, there are so many arts where the party puts out, where now musical something, where for educate the people out there, where they're on the social media platform. And you go serve na party headquarters. And I will take this again. The diasporans them again in so many diverse ways. Then they send money, then they send food, then they send so many things for help. So the party when they in power, when you compare the contribution what we do, it's a lot more as compare compare the government where they presently, because then get the state apparatus them within their own means, as which of course when we get the opportunity during Ebola, we use the same thing. But now we the APC, now we pay your cash. The party they contribute, me as an individual they contribute, and even up to this point, I try for raise fund for make sure say yes, I extend myself because Freetown is not Sierra Leone. For now, I extend myself up in the province system for assist. So me good with the well wishes them, then serve the work for make that possible. We're not the facts in global.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that short answer there. Somebody just text me here, say when you be be parliamentarian on Constitution 104, you're not doing enough. What he go say to people like we make this accusation? Then say you're not doing enough.
Well, actually, this they say value of a shade is never known until it is cut off. Those are opponents, and they don't go fire back say, oh, down there the aspirant. But I will tell you, say me come na my constituency. When are they the amount of projects I will do, I can challenge every constituency in this country if they do them. Every 6 months, I tax me, councillors them, then get projects and where each ward they do over 10 or 15 projects. And I will see that I will name a few them. Like for instance, go to the water resources. One the projects where now in Diego Foundation, now London, where through agree with them fund them. When I found them 50,000 in then fund them where them build water, supply the Melon Street community. And the other project again, the India project, I'm coming.
450,000 waiting.
In 450,000 loans where them provide. During those days, now plenty money that one day because the exchange rates been very down. So you're talking about a lot of dollars. We not the physical cash we report. And I will tell you, say, I not put me on number. We see the material, the work on, we give the contract complete, the whole of Melon Street you get. And I will tell you, say, inside the constituency, from John Lane to the market towards Brewery, all the constituencies they get drainage. Now during me time I do them. And doing that and get the Ministry of Works, where pump them, street pump them, during me time now in then do them. And I work with Gold in Gold and other NGO organizations them where in ActionAid, Gold, and in the other groups them where I not call up one will remember of it. But this project, so we are so involved in my constituency. And I will tell you, say, if they want factual data, where not to their switch on, I will tell you, say, I can put my constituency against all constituency because me not be get any group where they say it's sponsor me. Most of it is my personal cash, and some of it is from good friends, them where they come, and some of it now from NGOs where I do. So I utilize all the platform. Then with government again, we come and do major projects, like the Indian project, which costs about $5 million. when at the Maxwell Street community, and Don Botoku, where they also do a project there for control the water for go down na the place there, for go down so that they never broke houses them for controlling. It was a lot of money into that project. And then there's women empowerment.
Yeah, one for thank you now.
Yeah, women empowerment project.
Because now we're not there like not to debates with this. We just give like whatever you say now, nobody know there for counter you. So what you don't analyze, so it's okay. It's sufficient for at least you don't make some few points. Another very important question. As a party, now the government they struggle for reopen the economy. How they support government for make sure say at least the country gets back to its feet as a party?
Yes. Let me just tell you one thing very clear. On Tuesday, you see where the goodwill of APC as a responsible party extend the olive branch again to the SLPP, tell them say the programs owner they bring as long as it is national where will benefit Sierra Leoneans, then they will do them. The press freedom or they repeal a clause when in 1965 clause or something about the label act where we criminalize reporters them, journalists for waiting in the store, waiting and they criticize them. Then they expunge that one day. When as recently when that happened, the APC votes with all the other political parties them because this will benefit, because this project will not start from Chigankaba in Kamto and Esvaikuruma. We passed the Freedom of Access to Information Act, where at that time, me have been the chairman of information. They will pass that bill where this is a building towards that. So in the final say, the fourth estate, when are one of the strongest in towards democracy, where they also help for lead development candidates in the country. We don't give them free hand. The country, the parliament, APC together with PMDC, NGC and C4C, they don't come together, they vote for lead, they repeal that bill. We are in freedom day for you, the press people themselves, you will able to talk and criticize and talk waiting right. And they're not going to go after you because of political strong arm for go after you. And then secondly, and I tell you say, if APC be one for this, make this country ungovernable. So in goodness, so many things so don't happen. So we combat them, whether in a prison presently, when a political detainees them. Most of APC, because within the Western area, we get the highest population. We don't demonstrate, we don't do this. But because APC wants peace and development within this country, it's waiting and do, they not do them. They say, Lord, we complain. Lord, we respect the president and the presidency and complain. And make sure so we make ourselves clear to the international community. And also, again, when you look at so many situations already happen where the minister said the APC will retaliate. We never did because we want peace and security within this nation. So
that was the leading question where they analyzed so very good, because that was accusation where a lot of people they levy against una say una they undermine the current government and instead of now support them now they undermine. And so I want a little bit before let not be another question, like just try for explain this to people because this is very important for let people understand.
Let's say one statement will go doubt you. Then say lazy farmer, and they always complain, say, me cutlass not sharp enough for that you farm. So you goodness, what we become with president been there in power, the social media been there still grab and very active. Not in a day where the social media, even the press, like for instance, the president minister, where they were the publicity secretary of SLPP, not in other way not talk. A good friend of mine to wait late. Himself again, not in other way not talk. But we give them the chance for continue. Just like when Tijak Kababi come, when he talks, say, oh, then people they say them picking and they sing against the government. He said, but allow them, let them sing. Not a weapon then they take. Let them sing no more, let them sing. And when you as a responsible government day, and then they say this government not responsible, we as a party, when we're responsible, we're not looking to the social media. We get with programs, we get with agenda, we get with manifesto, we don't do. Just like waiting and do recently. Waiting them don't talk like the manifesto, they don't say them. Wouldn't a real Sierra Leone go president say yes, they don't repeal this thing, then we don't talk am. We as a political party were responsible. You find out say the leader and chairman, from all this thing happen, one day he no alter a word. He act like a statesman, where he no say yes, when peace and tranquility then at the nation will be better. Because when something happen, it's just like when the COVID-19 came in Sierra Leone, and now they look for color becoming an APC, then the SLPP. No, any Sierra Leoneans, because we just believe, say, if any APC, we allow for them the country not stable, we all get for suffer equally. We don't see the example during the 11 years we war, where we don't see. We see example waiting happen at this nation. But because the Sierra Leoneans they get resilient, we get over that. We are a responsible party. And I will tell you this, even when we reform, our goal will be peace. And I will tell you this again, me sitting here, then give me the opportunity for that be the chairman and leader of the party. I will tell you, say, within few months, make the dialogue with the president of this nation and find a way for them come to party office, come visit to party office. In the president of Sierra Leone, not the president of SLPP.
That will be a very fantastic move, Nandi, because at the end of the day, now that's each and every Sierra Leonean want. Why would they engage the politicians and the stakeholders? Because now I get the make or break. Today, all the politicians there, all the stakeholders, the real actors, the political actors in the country, then denounce tribalism, then denounce regionalism, then denounce anything where they push. I believe said all the followers embarked and they accept, and that's not the point. For the fact that you said when you give this opportunity, you they invite the president or the dialogue with the president for like visit the APC headquarters. That one day, a symbolic message where I feel say like it send a very powerful message to they calm down the tension. Because not a secret, we know say there is tension in the country because of the differences.
Yes.
Anyway, we tell you plenty. Thank you. We try for wrap up now the program. We get more 2 questions that we want for let you clarify for we. When you don't reach again, but what are your biggest ambition? Let's say, for example, you not succeed for be the chairman of the party. What's in your next intention? Like, for example, you go for the flag bearership, or what are your plans in case you not get the chairmanship?
Let I make this very clear. The one that we know me no say not to the first 10 days I run for party position where I not get them. Now me the step down safe. When we get to a certain point, like for instance, when I run for become deputy leader of the party, I run with the present person with Dede, because as he say, now old man and he gets a time, I say let him continue. Me get time for come, like now where I want to, for that take the leadership of the party. And not to the first thing this man don't run. Me not true and pure-blooded APC. Not another way APC will do me, where I will left APC. Before that, I will left politics. I will sit on Saffold. Because me know they say na do or die or power, pass something happen. But the tell you say God don't ordain this one. This one, God don't ordain, and I declare, I'm the next leader and chairman, the chairman of the APC party. If you not happen, me not to power, me na somebody who believe in the democratic process. We believe say, now one person get for win at the end of the day. Even if now we 10 good, now one person get for win. And when that person they win, me win, I hope say all the other people them. Just like what I do, like you take the video where you see so. When Dr. Samura win, me go out na the whole na my constituency na the whole western area. Even at nights, I go to night club. Then I sing and they also campaign for Dr. Samura. Because even though I was one of the 28, because now the APC come first at the campaign. I go out at the campaign. You say, and so if I not get, of which I know say I get them, and I'm confident and know say, the one the way I know say, why don't win? We run for the team, they all go can support me. If you go the other way out, I will tell you say, me not to the post with the power business. I believe say, your time don't reach, your time not reach it, or your time don't pass. When somebody in time don't pass, it don't pass, not force them. When his time not reach it, when I been run, my time not be reach it, I'm not force them, I just left and go. When my time don't reach, for instance, this is my time, and I'm going to work so hard, and I'm going to prove to the nation, to the world, that I am the fittest person for that position. And as I'm speaking presently with authority, I have the experience, I have the educational background, I know the culture of APC, I know everything about, and I love Sierra Leone, and I love this country, and I want to make peace and tranquility reign in this country. And the only way we can do them, now forget a government, forget a party structure, where, for instance, when the international, because one thing will be failed for real life, our politicians will make this work. With the one sector we will not forget, now the international body, where now the international diplomacy, will for almost think about at any time will work. And we got to make sure, say yes, we get a team we're credible. We get an executive we're credible. An executive, where they not brand presently, or APC, they say they're corrupt. Now we got to get an executive where the international community will look, say yes, they are not corrupt. And I will tell you, say, no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. But at the same time, dirty pass dirty, some dirty day, where you put an inside thing, it's so dirty in such a way that let's say if you put white text, a boss in the boss, in a clean. But some of we sometimes we dirty, where you put a small way in some, all the clean. What make what they tell you, become me a human being, me a man of God. They say no one is perfect when we Lord and Savior say, they say only God not perfect. So I need to claim perfection. I get me things them. But they tell you say, whatever it takes, I love this country, I love my party, I will do whatever it takes for make Sierra Leone becomes a better place, for me picking them, for me grand picking them, and for all Sierra Leoneans, for let them be, Lord will take Sierra Leone and make a better place for all of us.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Your final thoughts now, a final message to Salon people who are listening you across the world now. What's my final message?
Me fumble them, una thank you, una don't watch, and una talk to una brother, who care about you now. Una brother we want for see change in this country. Una brother we want for see development in this country. Una brother we want for make Sierra Leone a peaceful place. And the only way we go do now for all follow we unite. Sierra Leone is the only country where we get where they call Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, God bless this nation with so many minerals. But for instance, with a population of 7.5, a very small country, we know you will manage with it. Just because, like how Chijam Kababi say, it's a badat. They are big love left at badat. Now we as Sierra Leoneans in Sierra Leone, no say we brother them at diaspora, now brother them. Now friend them, we friend them, get for come back. We for accept them as brothers. We the Limba man, therefore, no say the Mende man, they now brother them. We for accept them as we brother them, because Sierra Leone, not Sierra Leone. When you travel out of this country, then they ask you if you're in Mende, Simni, or Limba, or whatever. Then they ask you, where do you come from? You say, I'm a Sierra Leonean. I came from Sierra, or whatever. Now, Sierra Leone, now your identity. So now we left all this myopic something and begin to think of national peace and national cohesion. And this message is going directly also to the president. Mr. President, let me say this to you. The me West Donaya, yes, me na APC, but me na Ibralo. Me married his sister for 40 years now. We don't born picking them 5. When they're not big, if you see them, they're all high past me. And I will tell you this. And then now I will claim, say, they're not a Limba again, they're not Limba's Chabru. And I will tell you, say, I want a Sierra Leone wherein we then the North, we see the Southerners as we young brothers. The South, we see we as the young brothers. We see ourselves as a small nation. Sierra Leone is blessed. We as a nation, as a people, we need to come together to build this lovely country. God don't give me anything what we need for let this country better. But we, the people, now we get for make this country better. And I will say this to all my people, to me, a follow APCians. This is a 2023, it's not going to be an easy election. We need to move this political party to the 21st century. We 1930 say again, not going to serve with that well. We need to move to another platform. And the final say you look at the opposition party, the way where they don't make them party very youthful. We also for try for make the party youthful. But me they tell you say me na a bridge. I try for create empowerment, a bridge between the old and the young. Which means I don't think say we go to papa them, we don't serve we, because they get the experience, they know what they do. But we ask them also, let them give you the opportunity for us to serve this with lovely party and serve this with lovely country. This is the time we get all the energy. We are lights, we can move, we can talk, we have all the experience. And I will tell you this, they're not going to regret when they do them. This 1930 is not going to take you through in 2023. The only thing we will take me through 2023 now peace and tranquility. And I want to talk to the 28 candidates, aspirants, we've been stand women are one of them. Dear, if you been love APC, love go back now party, love Bill party. Now one person will get for win. Where that person don't win, we all for be no support them. And now the person is no more. It's not the flag bearer of the party. We are all now equal. But at the same time, as equals, we need to come together for Lord Bill, we love the party. We party the suffer presently. We don't provide the leadership. We don't tell the world that we are capable and we are ready. We need for unite this nation. And we need for unite the party and bring all everybody together. But I will tell you this, my brothers and sisters. I thank God for this opportunity we God give me. And I thank God for the platform where He give me now for that talk. And I will say all things what they do, I put unto God. Now God direct me. And that I believe. And to the people of Sierra Leone, peace be unto you. God loves you all. May God bless you all. Peace.
Okay, thank you very much, Honorable. Yeah, Fambulem, now the voice of Honorable.
Inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity, where breeze not a shade. TV, talking points platform. Then they give me information.
Just make them very clear, no more. Each time we bring Posinaya, now for the general benefit of the entire nation. And I hope so we don't learn from what Honorable Jozo highlight. And of course, we let the message of peace, unity, freedom, justice, and that make we carry the topic, how politics go work for development and development now for we all. And we hope again, say the viewers then will able to continue for share this particular segment for let more and more people and view. So Honorable, once again, we thank you very, very much for coming and we will
thank you, sir.
Anytime soon. So
yeah, God bless you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, TPP.
Yeah.
About TPP TV, Talking Points platform for news now Africa and Mama Salute.